Today, Neo IAS is launching a new initiative, that is, we are preparing important current affairs topics from every subject for your 2018 prelims examination as a part of Neo IAS TPS 2018 test series. And today I am going to discuss about Earth Overshoot Day, and it's a current affair from environmental science. Earth Overshoot Day, it's a current affair because this year August 2nd was the Earth Overshoot Day. So we can expect a question from Earth Overshoot Day. So we need to know what is Earth Overshoot Day and who is declaring that or who is calculating that, and some basic idea related to Earth Overshoot Day. So let us discuss what is Earth Overshoot Day. We know that economic growth and development, it is critical for us. But in the name of development, humanity is consuming natural resources faster and faster. So we need an account of this consumption of natural resources. So Earth Overshoot Day, it's an account of consumption of natural resources. So let us discuss what is Earth Overshoot Day. Earth Overshoot Day, it represents the day each year when the world goes into deficient spending. That means the day the world completely consumes all the natural resources produced that year, or when our consumption exceeds the Earth's capacity to regenerate natural resources. So that is the day called Earth Overshoot Day. In order to get an idea about Earth Overshoot Day, we can consider our kitchen garden. If our kitchen garden, if it is capable of producing vegetables for the 1 week, for example, first day it will produce 1 carrot and that will be consumed by us, and second day it will again produce 1 and we'll use it, and like that 7th day it will produce and 7th day we will consume. So there is no overshoot day. Okay, but if you are consuming 2 carrots in certain day, and by the 6th day the kitchen garden, it is not producing anymore. The 6th day is the overshoot day. That means the kitchen doesn't have the capacity to produce more than that. Okay, we are over consumed that, right? So that is the term called overshoot day. So the earth has a capacity to produce natural resources and humans are over consuming that. Okay, and that day when the natural resources are produced that year are overutilized by the humans, and that is known as Earth Overshoot Day. Simply the day when the consumption exceeds the capacity of Earth to produce their natural resources. Now this Earth Overshoot Day, it was calculated by a person called Andrew Sims, and he was an economist. So he calculated the Earth Overshoot Day first in 1987, and now this Global Footprint Network, okay, Global Footprint Network, it's an organization in US, okay, in US, Belgium and Switzerland. So US based this Global Footprint Network, they are now calculating the Earth Overshoot Day. Global Footprint Network is an organization which are working for the ecological footprint. They are working based on the ecological footprint. So Global Footprint Network, they are calculating the Earth Overshoot Day, and they are saying that about 60% of the world's ecological footprint, it is made by carbon emissions, okay, and which the world is attempting to curb under the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Now they say that around 60% of world ecological footprint is because of the carbon emission, and we know that we are producing more carbon by the burning of fossil fuels and by cutting trees, by the deforestation. All this we are contributing to carbon emissions. And I hope you know what is ecological footprint. Ecological footprint means the impact of humans on nature. That means how much amount of productive land, natural resource, is used by humans in order to meet our, or in order to produce our goods, and making some waste, and that is known as ecological footprint. So we are using the natural resources and we are impacting the nature. Okay, will be creating some pollutants there. Okay, so actually that natural resources are used for meeting some basic needs of humans, for the development of humans, right? So that is known as ecological footprint. In the name of that in the name of that development, we are impacting on nature, we are emitting carbon, or we are making some impact on the nature. So that is known as ecological footprint. So if that impact is on terms of carbon, we call it as ecological carbon footprint. And some estimates says that if we can cut the carbon emissions in half, okay, the date of Earth Overshoot Day, that would be pushed back by 89 days or 3 months. Okay, so if we can cut our carbon emissions by half, they says that the estimate says that Earth overshoot day EOD would be pushed back into 89 days. So that's a estimate. So this is how we are contributing to Earth overshoot day. That means overconsumption of natural resources like the overfishing, wastage of food, overharvesting of forest resources, and mining activities, like etc. Degradation of wetlands, etc. Okay, so all these will contribute to Earth overshoot day. And this overutilization of natural resources, and that will result in depletion, poverty, and large number of species facing extinction. We know that there are lots of fascinating animals are extending or are facing threat due to the climate change, due to the habitat loss. Okay, so overutilization of natural resources will be also make that animals to become extinct. Now, according to some estimates, it shows that to sustain the current level of consumption, we need a whole new Earth by 2013. Okay, if we need to sustain our consumption level right like this, we need a whole new Earth by 2030. So some estimate shows that. So from that we can understand how much faster we are overutilizing the natural resources. When this overshoot day, it was calculated in 1987. Okay, the day was Earth overshoot day in 1987 was December 19, and now this year in 2017 the Earth overshoot day is August 2nd. So the Earth overshoot day jumped from December 19 to August 2nd by this time period. So this shows the rate at which environmental degradation is taking place. So if we not planned and implemented our development properly, such a growth can pose a great challenge in the environment and also to the sustenance of living world. So the way forward for this problem is sustainable development. We need to reduce our ecological footprint by using innovative technologies and adopting some sustainable lifestyles, etc. So that's all about Earth overshoot day. Now you can expect some questions in relation with EOD for your prelims examination, like what is this Earth overshoot day and who is calculating that, like that information we need to know. So these are the basic idea related to Earth overshoot day. So Earth overshoot day means this is the day in which the consumption exceeds the capacity to produce natural resources. That is simply the Earth overshoot day. Okay, and it is calculated by what? Global Footprint Network. Okay, and it was introduced by or first calculated by Andrew Sims. He was an economist. So these are the main things regarding Earth overshoot day. So that's all about Earth overshoot day. So we can expect a question for your prelims examination as well as your PMT2, prelims model test 2 of new IAS. And this is all about today's topic. Thank you.